A layout specialist measures and marks the blank pattern from information supplied on the computerized production order form. These markings will be used as a guide for final memorial pattern assembly. Special design features such as bas-relief and sculptured castings are created from clay or wax in the modeling shop, or may be pulled from an inventory of existing emblem molds and designs. The inscription is hand-set from a series of individual letters that are pulled from bins and adhered to the face of the blank pattern with wax. Once set into position, the inscription is proofread against the order. Then other design elements and emblems are attached, and the pattern is sent on for final letter spacing and inspection. Heat is used to lift individual letters and emblems for straightening. The completed pattern is then inspected for dimensional and informational accuracy. An operator verifies that the elements on the memorial match the original order. In the foundry, the pattern is carefully positioned in a frame called a flask. The flask is filled with a special blend of sand and chemical binders, sand so fine that it can hold the impression of a human fingerprint. The mixture is compacted and the flask is pulled away from the stone-hard mold. The two halves of the mold are separated and the pattern is carefully removed. The sand impression is cleaned and inspected for defects. The two halves are joined once again, this time leaving a hollow cavity inside the mold. Pour holes called sprues are opened to permit the molten bronze to be poured into the mold. The most critical step in the casting process is the hot pour. Before molten bronze can be poured into the mold cavity, the molten metal must be tested with a pyrometer to determine the exact temperature of the metal. A temperature of 2300 degrees Fahrenheit must be achieved for perfect pouring conditions. Once the metal cools, the mold is broken away and the rough bronze casting is sent to the finishing area where it is sandblasted to remove clinging sand particles. Excess metal and mold gates are removed from the casting and the rough edges are ground away. An experienced casting expert then carefully checks for flaws, weight, and accuracy. The data is then bar-coded into the production tracking system. The position of the mounting holes are marked and the casting is ready for final finishing. Every step of the final finishing operation is accomplished by skilled master craftsmen. Once the mounting holes are drilled in the face and back of the casting, the fine detail in letters, designs, and borders is brought up to a point of perfection through hand chasing. This process requires patience and precise tooling. Each memorial is signed by the master craftsman who is responsible for this delicate hand tooling. Before the casting can be colored, the marks that result from the chasing process are removed through a fine abrasive blasting operation. Color is applied by hand to assure even coverage and a superior quality finish. Every detail is then examined at an inspection station to identify imperfections in casting detail. Highlights on emblems, letters, and bas-relief designs are buffed to bring out the rich color of the metal. Only master craftsmen with years of finishing experience are trusted with this final finishing step. And when the highlighting is completed, a personal signature or stamp of the craftsman is placed on the reverse side of the casting. All Matthews Memorial products receive the distinctive Diamond Shield protective finish. Diamond Shield, developed by Matthews through years of laboratory testing, gives the memorial a brilliant appearance and ensures durability, even in the harshest environments. Diamond Shield is baked on in heat treating ovens at the end of the finishing line. The finished memorial is then inspected for a final time. Mounting hardware and assembly instructions are added, then it is crated, weighed, addressed, and shipped to its final destination. Care and pride in craftsmanship is evident in every step of the manufacturing process. This philosophy is the reason why cast memorial products, handcrafted by Matthews master craftsmen, have become the standard for quality and value in the industry.